BioShocks. Misidentified Lemon gifted a tier 1 sub to Noy Riemann. They have given 571 gift subs in the channel. "3 years ago were the Charlian docks. Now 3 years later you just fell into the water." My Rofilcopter goes soy 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 soy. For those who come after. Ended pickle ended pickle ended pickle.
Why, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary. What the heck is happening in here? Level 2 hype train. Oh my goodness. All your money is belong to me now. Hello, hey Andy, hey chat, hello Ambrew, hello Ninzard, hello, what time do I call this? Judge_C, we make a stay pod. I need to breathe. Hello, how are we? Welcome, Andy! Now that was an old meme, it was, wasn't it? How are we all? Hopefully we're doing good. Yo Endelbert, yo Hiss.
For those that survived SGF.
Yoful, thank you for the 3 years of support. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can we get some love and chat for Yoful, please? And Risque with the 33 months. Defunct with the very nearly 4 years at 47 months. Thank you, Defunct. Judge_Seaweed with the 3 years. Lemon for the gift sub to Noir. And Sandwich for the 45 at tier 2. Thank you all. How are we? How are we all doing? How is everybody's weekend? I am currently very stressed, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll chat about that in a minute. Everything's good, but it's just stressful. So, yeah. Andy, I heard a terrible rumor that you're British. What's your response to these clearly spurious allegations? No comment. No comment. Your breath doesn't sound okay. Yeah, it's not. No, I'm okay, though. I'm doing Blair, but I think Andy and chat will make me happier. Sandwich, I hope so. I hope so. We're gonna have a good time today. Are you ready to shrug the Atlas? I'm gonna give it my best shot. Yes. Kudabare, hello there. Welcome. How are you? Marginal Mage, welcome back for 5 months. Lovely to see you today. Win, hello. NT, hello. Xanthia, hello again. Stress is just an illusion. Everything is fine. Okay. Stress is just an illusion. It's just an illusion. Okay. I feel better now. Thank you.
Nice.
Grav.
8.
Nice -8. Thank you very much, Grav, for the nice -8. I appreciate that. Watching the Friday stream was a delight, especially with the DE guests in chat. Yeah, that was really fun, wasn't it? For those who weren't here, we obviously did our Friday Warframe stream, and we had a whole bunch of DE employees pop into the chat and have fun, and it was
Risque
really
View
good.
gifted a tier 1 sub to
very
Beans
cozy.
and Toast.
Hey!
They have given
There we
1,051
go.
gift subs in the channel.
Risque, thank you for gifting a sub to Beans and Toast. Apparently the beans aren't on the toast, that's separate. Bloody hell. Beep, boop, beep. Wow. Make a stay, thank you very much for the ferret bits. I'm sorry it wasn't a shiny. It does feel like it's been a really long time since we had a shiny, doesn't it? Gallo Mist, welcome. I hope you are having a lovely day. Lovely to see you. George A, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. How are you today? Lovely to see you. And Nemesis, for a brief second, I honestly thought that was a shiny. Sorry, buddy. Thank you, Nemesis. And McMutton's trying his luck. Wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. Guys, I need one moment here, because I'm gonna explain. I'm currently having a conversation on my phone with somebody. I'm gonna very quickly cut a long story short. The person who was meant to be fitting the air conditioning unit into the brand new office has gone non-responsive. They're not responding to anything. And that's left us in a bit of a predicament where we need to find somebody to come and do the air conditioning. So I've been scouring the internet, and I found somebody, and I've just been sending them photos, and they've just come back to me with a quote and an ETA of within the next 2 weeks, which I think is pretty damn good. So I'm gonna let them know. That sounds fantastic. Let me know once you've got a date. Obviously, I'm happy. No, how do I word this? I was gonna say, obviously, the sooner the better, but I don't have to say that in a diplomatic way. Like, get your ass around here right now. Come and install this air conditioning unit. Whenever's... Hold on. I'm struggling to type. Whenever the soonest would obviously be great. And I'm going to ask one other question. What system or brand do you fit of interest? Okay, I'm so happy. That is a huge stress off my shoulders. Ah, yes. Yes, we're good. Something that you may or may not have noticed is, notice how I've shrunk since the start of today's stream? The gas cylinder in my chair is faulty. I keep slowly descending, and it's pissing me off. Hold on. There you go. I'm back up. It's a normal height. Oh, that's frustrating. Anyway. John, the builder, is currently outside doing some finishing touches before the flooring is fitted. And then when the floor is fitted, sans the air conditioning unit, we're more or less done. There's three electrical sockets that need to have their front plates put on. That's being done next week, but hopefully by, sort of around lunchtime tomorrow, I'll be out there slowly moving all of this outside. We're finally getting there, guys. We're finally getting there. It's about damn time. Yes, but the electrician is not in the neighborhood, shall we say, Crit. That stressed me, because I said, oh, well, if you're finishing tomorrow, when's felt like I'm around to fit the plates? So he went, well, if you can believe it, he's down in Colchester at the minute. And I'm like, oh, perfect. What? He said, yeah, so I think the earliest you can get round is next week. So I've got 4 exposed sockets, which he has the plates for. So it's whatever. So moving on. But we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there, and this is a huge step in the right direction. I am just going to quickly screenshot this message and forward that to John so he knows that I found a guy. Happy days is what I've sent. There we go.
The sea, somewhere
hey!
Waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands
and watches the ships that go sailing.
/boogies back to the depths of BioShock.
Laluna, thank you very much for the 43 months. It is lovely to see you today. Thank you sincerely, and thank you all for your resubscriptions, your bits, your donos, etc. Thank you. And I love that earlier, I think Judge mentioned it, the amount of people who didn't realize they were conversing with quite senior individuals over at DE on Friday. Like, my dad didn't realize that he was just casually chatting with, several employees at DE. And I had to tell him later. He was like, oh, they were nice, weren't they? And I said, yeah, you know who they are, right? He was like, nah, not a clue. Not a clue. Have I met them before? I said, I don't think you would have done. Yeah, they're quite important to the game Warframe. So that was really fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today. We're going to hopefully wrap up BioShock. I need something to take away my stress, because again, I'm meant to be starting the Cyberpunk playthrough. And I was really hoping that at the end of this week, going into next week, it'd be time. And it's just another little delay, because of course there would be. But just knowing that the finish line is in sight, it's there, is really helping. But yeah, thank you, Hazy. Appreciate that. Yeah. Don't worry, Choom will be waiting. But Metal Gear Solid, as I understand it, there might, again, I need to really, figure out the specific dates, but I believe it'll be BioShock 2 Infinite, maybe a little reprieve with something a little goofy for like a day or two, and then Metal Gear. I think that's the plan. But it won't be the whole franchise, because it's huge. But I'll do some. I'll do a little Metal Gear. But I don't think I'm going to be playing every single bloody one. Like that's I don't know if I've got that in me. Andy, if you need a day or two game, there's this ninja game. Tell me more. Metal Gear is goofy, is it? I really don't know. I'm imagining it to be some sort of super serious spy thriller thing. I don't really know. The only thing I know about Metal Gear is there's a character who is has to wear a bikini because she needs to breathe through her skin by flapping around and flopping around in water. That's all I know about Metal Gear.
They have given 111 gift subs in the channel.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a real thing. Kevin, thank you. Thank you for gifting a sub to Would You Kindly. Would I kindly what, Kevin? What would you ask of me? Is her bikini the Metal Gear? Congrats. You know how insane Metal Gear is. Well, the fact that, I've again, for those who don't know, my first Hideo Kojima game was Death Stranding, and that game is, quite frankly, off the walls, batshit crazy. Like, it's wild. how insane that game is. So, you know, I've had a little taste over there with Death Stranding. I am embracing it. I'm embracing the weird and wonderful world that he has been able to conjure up out of his mind. And yeah, that's all I really know about Metal Gear. And the whole cardboard box, exclamation mark, jingle thing. Like when someone detects him in the box, that's genuinely all I know. And that's mainly, again, just through being online over the years. Like, that's kind of unavoidable. I feel like it's part of pop culture, you know, that little sound that plays. Why are we here? Just to suffer? We may very well be. We may very well be. Let me quickly go here. Sorry. Metal Gear Rising would be a good midpoint between serious Metal Gear and goofy reprieve game. It's a good time. I don't know which one people want me to start with. I think the general consensus has been start with one, which is my plan, but I will open up the floor. Metal Gear Solid 1? Yeah, I figured as much, Luke. Yeah, okay. Metal Gear Solid 1. So, yeah, that's the plan as far as I'm aware. But again, as you've no doubt seen just this morning, you know, considering just how, you know, tricky it is to find dates and times of certain things, you know, having sat here trying to find someone to fit the AC, having days and weeks added on to the time frame for how long the garage is going to be completed. Like, it's frustrating for me because, of course, you guys look to me for a schedule, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because there's another delay, and I cannot wait for this saga to be over, just so I can then really sit down and then I can have a really cohesive plan of what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I don't like all of the unknown stuff. Like, when it's done, then I know what's going on. So you can go for the old Metal Gear 1 and 2 if you want, but Metal Gear Solid 1 is pretty much a soft reboot. We'll start with that. Alexi, hello. And is that an angry tea leaf meowdy, folks? Popping in to say hi and then going into lurkies to avoid spoilies. Tea leaf, have a lovely day. Has John got his shit together? He's currently out there doing his best, Tea Leaf. So yeah, we've had a good chat. We look for a schedule, days when FF14 will be played. What's that? Is that like that Mark of the Ninja game crit? I'll check that out. I'm going to be real, the schedule doesn't matter to me. Just keep dancing. Kima, I will dance like a monkey, if that is what is required of me. Metal Gear Rising may be an excellent standalone, but it's still worth starting from one. Okay. Andy, have you watched the Cyberpunk anime? I have, but like, outside of really broad things, I don't feel like I know a whole lot about Cyberpunk. Like, I watched that when it came out, and I know the big beats, but I wasn't sat there with an Obsidian document open, right? Like, I don't really remember a lot of the minutia. I just know, like, the emotional beats of the story. Just because Andy missed it, Andy, we are engaged and are looking at 2 houses and figuring out which to buy and ruin and improve. Noir? Holy shit. Massive congratulations. I'm over the moon for you. Good luck with the house renovation when you get around to it. We inadvertently did the same thing, and it wasn't like a total fixer-upper. It was 60% fixer-upper, 40% livable, and it was fun. It was fun to chip away at that over the 3 years that we lived there, so good luck, and congratulations on your engagement. Fixer-upper. Have you never heard of that, Gotten? It's a term you would use if something needs to be fixed, improved, and you would go in there and do the improvements and the fixes yourself, and you would call it a fixer-upper. Swift and... Swift, hello. I don't know what the 2 other words are. Swift, welcome on in. Thank you for the 2 months. A fixer-upper, like Kingdom Hearts. There you go, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. You may have also noticed, the keen-eyed among you, I've got a very slightly sunburnt nose. I swear to you, I'm not secretly living by the equator. I'm living in a cloudy, miserable England. But we went to a car boot sale at the weekend, and yeah, it was sunny, and that done me in. Look at me, I'm burnt. Like, you'd think I've been sunbathing on a beach. No, I've just been walking around a muddy field. He's secretly Santa. That's accurate. Andy is Rudolph, sunny in the UK. I know, crazy, right? But yeah, it hurts to touch. It hurts to touch. Greetings, Knighthood. First day back to work after a mental health week. Here goes. Happy to have the Knighthood here to lurk in. Ray, bring it in. Enjoy this digital hug that I'm providing. Andy got cooked in the overcast weather. I mean, I would, yeah. I'm not going to deny that. That is exactly what happened. Andy will end up moving to Canada to escape that rainy, miserable island. It might happen. I'll leave it all behind. I decided to check out Warframe since y'all keep talking about it. Pooba, I hope you enjoy. I will say, much in the same way, when I make a game recommendation, it's not going to be for everybody, but I think if it is for you, you will absolutely love it. It's a really special game. My one, how would I word this, piece of advice is power through, because the beginning part of Warframe is good and I really enjoyed it, but for a lot of people it's a bit of a rough initial hurdle because you're playing through content that's 13 years old for the most part, and the real meat of the story kicks in a few hours in. People have made comparisons to a Realm Reborn sandwich. Yeah. If you like a slow burn, which I happen to, you'll be fine. But if you want a little bit more meat on the potato, meat on the bone, meat and potatoes. My brain is malfunctioning. Then yeah, just give it a few hours and then you'll be in there. The beginning of Warframe is the hardest part. Honestly, gets better. I agree, fully agree. Andy, you catch up on Game Fest. Thoughts on Guild Wars 3? Okay, I'll share my thoughts on Guild Wars 3, even though I'll probably talk about this more on Wednesday, because this Wednesday we are returning to Tyria. We will be returning to Guild Wars 2 this Wednesday, and that will hopefully become a weekly thing, where every Wednesday we dive on into Guild Wars 2, not Guild Wars 3, and continue the story. RimWorld will eventually become a Monday, Tuesday thing, Lemon, is the way I want to tackle it. That might be the thing that I do between BioShock and Metal Gear. So, yeah. But no, to quickly say my thoughts and feelings on Guild Wars 3, I'm excited. There is an initial apprehension about the visuals for me. I don't know if I've not partaken in many conversations online, but the way it looks is not concerning, but it looks a bit, and I don't want to seem like an asshole, generic. Don't hurt me. It just feels like I've seen a lot of games that look kind of like that. The one that comes to mind, Dauntless. If anyone knows Dauntless, which was a sort of Monster Hunter free-to-play thing, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. What is generic? It's hard to really describe this. Generic for... You thought the same? Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. But the thing is, again, you thought it was Dauntless? Okay, I feel better about sharing my opinion. Again, I've got faith it'll be good. Because, the art style of a game isn't necessarily the be-all and end-all. I do think it's an important part of the formula. You gotta have a good art style, and that really pulls you into the game world. But Guild Wars 2 has such a, gorgeous art style. And I do think it's rather unique. What we've seen of Guild Wars 3 just kind of looks a bit like it lacks that something, that special something that Guild Wars has always had. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm not being negative about it. That's just the one thing that really struck me. But I'm really looking forward to seeing a modern Western MMO. And not only that, a friend of mine reached out to me and mentioned this actually. It's going to be coming to consoles. And for him, especially, he's got a near 4-year-old son, and he was getting excited about the idea that might be his son's first sort of MMO experience, like them being able to, chill on the couch together and explore Tyria or in Guild Wars 3. And I thought that's quite special, actually. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. But I'm hoping that they can do something a little special with the art style to make it a little bit more Guild Wars. But we'll see. Again, I'm not trying to hate needlessly. It's just something that I picked up. Andy, make sure you read Kevin's message. It's really good. Kevin. Andy, we were helping Xaviax last week with World of Darkness, and we got all the alliances to WOM in chat. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. I don't know if Ibsen is here. Is Ibsen here? I can maybe give you guys a... should I? I was going to say I could maybe tease you on some merch. Maybe. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. Should I? Oh, go on then. I'll give you a little tease. 1 second. 1 second. Let me go and grab this. So, again, this is a little something. Little something. For the Wommers.
Merch.
Soon. The merch will be here soon. Thank you very much, Studley, for the 60 months. That's 5 years, guys. It's 5 years. This, I'm gonna put it right next to the camera. It's gonna be a small little image that appears here. Is all the merch apparel? It won't be, Ray. There will be mugs, for example. I'm working on some other bits and pieces that won't be apparel, but no confirmation of anything yet. But there will be mugs. And there may even be a color-changing mug. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, this is the WOM design. In 3, 2, 1, go. There it is. That will be coming to you soon on merchandise. Whoa, there you go. It's really good, isn't it? Isn't that incredible? So again, shout out to Ibsen. And for those that are unaware, the way we're going to do it, and I don't have full confirmation on this yet, or not confirmation, but specific details. It's more of a Discord thing, Ike. It's a weird Discord Twitch chat thing. It's not going to be for everyone. Oh God, what was I going to say? Yes, so the way we're going to do it is the merch run that will be happening soon, trademark. When you go to a product, it will say, oh, this was designed by X, Y, or Z. The individual who designed that will receive a cut of whatever the profits are. So you can directly support artists in the community through a purchase, is the way we're going to do it. So, yeah. That way you know, oh, you're helping out me a little bit, of course, but then you're also directly helping artists continue to do what they want to do by, you know, supporting them financially. But yeah, I've got to figure out the specifics. Like right now, I don't know what all the cuts and monies and stuff's going to be. Ibsen, we're showing off the WOM. But yeah, why is everyone saying my name as if Ibsen can't see this big pink block next to me? Ibsen is a WOM. So yeah. We do have the first, like, Tenogen. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I've just ripped that off. No, it's how I used to do graphic design. I really need to start playing the game and stop yapping, but I did graphic design many years ago. I made Dungeons and Dragons inspired designs and sort of like put them online, and the way you would sort of make money is you would receive a cut of a sale on an item. And I always quite liked that. And I feel like in a community setting where we know each other, not personally, but like, you know, Ibsen, that's Ibsen. Okay. I think it's nice to be able to see WOM. Thank you, Ibsen. It's nice to be able to see and directly support people that you know and care about. So anyway, for those, oh, and I did see Alexi mention this, and I'm just going to quickly chime in as well. New Spyro game. When I first saw it, I thought, please don't be Skylanders. It's going to be Skylanders. Oh, God. And then it was just Spyro, and I was so happy. Spyro was really like my first proper console game. I maybe played Crash Bandicoot around that time as well, but Spyro was, for me, what I imagine the generation before me, they would have had Mario, they would have had maybe some of the older Final Fantasy games. For me, Spyro and Crash Bandicoot were like my childhood games, like the original Spyro, Crash, etc. So to see him come back and the game look pretty freaking good is exciting. And again, I kind of view everything now through the lens of, like, what can my son play in the not too distant future? He's not going to be able to play on a console right now, but give him a couple years and, you know, I just can't wait to watch him play something like the new Spyro game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Spyro and Crash were wonderful demo discs. Did you see the P6 teaser? I know that P6 was teased. I've not watched the teaser, unfortunately. We've been playing the remaster recently, and it holds up a lot, apart from some choice design decisions. Spyro, Ratchet and Clank as well, of course, yeah. 100%. Alexi, we've got the trilogy remastered. Reignited, I believe is what they've called it. I do need to play that. We only played through, like, part 1 of 3. So, games like Mario, Spyro, or Astrobot are great starters for kids. Couldn't agree more. I was so surprised I didn't expect to see, and when where I saw Activision, I thought, COD, but I'm very happy to see Spyro. Same, honestly. Do you watch trailers and announcements with content creation in mind? No. So I'll quickly touch on this, then I'll play the game. I feel like... how do I word this in a diplomatic way? I feel like if you... And again, it's not an evil thing to do. I think it's just like a necessary thing in the content creation space. If I were to live stream something like Summer Games Fest or the Xbox show, I think there's a level of commercialization to your reaction where if you know a game is popular and you know people will want to see people react to that, you yourself will then overact so it gets more views on like YouTube or something. Right? Like, start screaming and shouting and like, whoa, I can't believe it, they've done it, the brand new game, whoa! And I don't want to fall into like an inauthenticity of reacting to something through the lens of, I need to react to this really well to get more clicks. Do you know what I mean? So I just watch it in my spare time. Because I find that way I can enjoy it, and we're able to talk about it on Discord. For some people, it's how they put food on the table, you know, because there are whole channels devoted to reacting to trailers, and yeah, more power to them. I can't act. You would know. You would know that I'm not being authentic. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. Because another thing for me is, if I watch a trailer, I want to listen to the trailer. I don't want to watch a trailer and just hear, whoa, in the background. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I think I've made my point, and I've been very loud about it. So yeah, that's why I don't clip. Whoa, it's Spyro. Whoa, he's back. Whoa, Purple Dragon. You know what I mean? Like, it's, again, some people are great and they are authentic, but it's a line that I don't even want to get close to. Because I kind of did that a little bit with Final Fantasy XIV, but I would argue that it was more authentic because I didn't upload my reactions immediately. Like, I wasn't playing through A Realm Reborn and uploading my reaction, and Heaven's Ward and uploading my reaction. Chat strong-armed me into doing it. I was like in Shadowbringers, and they were like, for the love of God, upload these videos. So, you know, I can see firsthand, having done it with Final Fantasy XIV in an authentic way, how easy the pull is to get people to just overreact for the sake of engaging reaction content. Now that I've gotten off my soapbox, shall we play the game? Because I'll say one more thing. There is, of course, always going to be a level of overreacting a little bit with these sorts of things. Like, if I were playing a game in my own time with no one watching me, my reaction would be blank face with the occasional smile, maybe, you know, sliding onto my face. But because I'm chatting with you and I want to get excited with you, there's got to be a little bit of, again, not overreacting, but engaging with you guys by verbalizing my thoughts. It's a really, it's a strange middle ground you got to find to remain authentic, not overreact, but be true to yourself. It's You liked my soapbox? Thank you, Artisian. Thank you for taking the time. I was really curious. Well, there you go. Hopefully I got it across. So, like, again, if I'd watched the Guild Wars 3 trailer, my reaction would have been, oh, wow. I didn't call this. The graphics look kind of strange. Oh, wow. Open beta next year. That's shit. No one wants that. Anyway, let's play the game, shall we? Come with me. I don't think I opened my Obsidian document. I probably should look to do that. Oh, wow. Wow. Is it Abby, by the way? Abby's motto? Or Abby? Yeah.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Thanks, Nine. Cheers, buddy. Abby for sure. And let me pause. Soapbox again. Artisian will be happy. I had a chat with old streamer friend of mine now. We don't chat all the time, but I was being interviewed by Jess Capricorn. God, like 3 years ago, and we were talking about what it means to stream and like how you keep an audience engaged. And I think I said to her, and people are welcome to go back and watch the interview in case I get this wrong, I said to her that the way I like to do things is try and encourage people to come and sit down on the proverbial sofa, kick their feet up and relax, as opposed to feeling like I'm on a pedestal. Because I think that's definitely what big streamers do, because they can't keep up with their chat room, and it feels like they're on a pedestal, and everyone's looking at them on the pedestal. But I think where smaller creators, such as myself, where we don't have a chat room which is literally just flying by, you can kind of encourage and foster a more intimate environment where it feels like everyone's sort of sat on the couch having their own sort of conversations while the game's being played. And again, it's hard to do, and I don't really think about it. I don't start stream and think, I need to do this today. I need to make people feel like they're, sat around the couch with me playing games. But I think you've got to work on it over a period of months and years and build a community which fosters that on your behalf. And they do the heavy lifting while you then get to do the whole entertaining thing. So, yeah. Is that why you keep going lower on the camera to avoid the pedestal? Well, right now, the thing is holding fast. So we might be okay, Cotton. We might be okay. The only screaming reactions I'm into are the ones reacting to FF7.
Sorry, guys.
Nashoba, that's cruel. Why would you do that? Thank you, Nashoba. Thank you for the 65 months. I appreciate that. Perfect timing. I got to hop onto a quick call. Tea Leaf, have a lovely call, if that's possible. Leonix, for me, it's that I don't really get to tune into her as much anymore, just because of family life. Like, I think she goes live at 1 in the morning, and I go to bed now at 10 at the latest. So it's just one of those things. But, I imagine if she DM'd me and asked something or vice versa, it'd be friendly. Like, we'd still know each other. But it's just, the nature of things changing. Oh, Artisian, for sure. Which is why I like doing it in the Discord. I think it's nice to have those moments together and to feel more included. Like, I like listening to other people's reactions. Like, when we were watching Summer Games Fest. What is that? Oh, it's this. Like, watching Summer Games Fest and being able to enjoy the reactions of other people, it makes the whole event more exciting, right? What was your reaction to P6 being teased, Artisian? And by the way, I don't know how much more of the game we've got left. I believe the general consensus on Thursday was we're pretty damn close. But, yeah. I'm okay with all of that, I think. Mistakes!
Could I have made mistakes? One does not build cities if one is guided by doubt. But can one govern in absolute certainty? I know that my beliefs have elevated me just as I know that the things I have rejected would have destroyed me. But the city, it's collapsing before my... Have I become so convinced by my own beliefs that I have stopped seeing the truth? Perhaps. But Atlas is out there, and he aims to destroy me and to destroy my city. To question is to surrender. I will not question.
She's so stuck up. On everything. I'll show you what happened to them stuck up pipes.
I swear I heard him say something really explicit just then, but I'm refusing to accept that was the case. Let's move on. I absolutely loved it. Sorry for all the pausing. I probably should have just paused and kept reading at the beginning, but I'm enjoying chatting. I absolutely loved it, and I have faith that we'll release it within 2 years. I don't mind if it's just a here damn trailer, for sure. Yeah, and I think I saw Zanael say the same thing, which is like, we knew it was coming, and it's more of a formality to be like, okay, you can shut up now. Here's the hard confirmation. It's on the way. You had the same thing. Okay, yeah. I'm glad. I did think that was strange. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I believe we are going the right way. We have no magic arrow leading us. Let's go to the pistol. Armor piercing, anti-personnel. This should be a one-shot, one-kill situation. Oh, where's he gone? Oh. Where did he was on the... Oh, he's gone this way. Find the pieces of the Big Daddy suit. I shall try my best.
War a terrible thing. Japanese kill every man in my city, except for Suchong. Suchong have opium. Very good opium. This war, terrible thing too.
Am I on easy again? I swear to you, I promise you it was on medium when I booted up the game. I'm not changing that. You gotta believe me. And I think this is also changed. Customize keys. Yeah. This game will be the death of me. I tell ya. Quick save. Save bindings. Alright, listen. It would have been a one-shot, one-kill anyway. Okay. Calm down.
Not for Suchong. Everyone's scared now. Everyone needs Adam. More than little sisters can make. Good news is war makes lots of corpses. Suchong knows a way to recycle Adam from corpses. But can't send a little sister out to street unprotected. Suchong must think on this.
Now, I don't know if we could have gone round this area in a different way. Counterclockwise, clockwise, upside down, back to front, whatever. But we know the finale of what happened to Suchong. We were there listening to the audio log where the Big Daddy came to the little sister's aid after he seemingly backhanded her. He started hitting her. And then the Big Daddy came in and protected her from Suchong. And by protect, I mean killed Suchong. So I quite enjoy having things delivered in a non-linear fashion.
This is where you find bodysuits.
Okay, well, I'll grab the bodysuit. Just double-checking corpses for any additional goodies. Were there any other Summer Games Fest or Xbox announcements which people are excited about? I saw the Fable trailer, and I'm all aboard. Choo-choo! Give it to me. The Big Daddy bodysuit gives you a 25% resistance to all damage. Something tells me that you'll need it.
Das ist gut. We will make disgusting Frankenstein out of you yet. There is helmet and pair of boots, and we will be, how you say, in business.
Bloody hell. That scared the shit out of me. I may not have shown it, but God, that got me. I was not expecting that. Haley Atwell, yeah, it took me like a couple minutes to really like go, wait, is this Haley Atwell? Like I wasn't entirely sure, but Yeah, Haley Atwell. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? But I'm looking forward to it. You know, we were chatting a minute ago about games from our childhood, and for me, while not explicitly the only one, but Fable was like one of my first proper role-playing games. And I heckin' loved it. I loved Fable. Okay. Cheap son of a bitch. It's the name of the thing.
Fontaine, scary son of a bitch. But Ryan, cheap son of a bitch. You can no reuse protector suit. Take a man, graft the skin and organs straight into suit. Otherwise, your suit not work. Ryan say Big Daddy too expensive. Ryan can go suck a egg.
That's hilarious. Oh, dear. As apathetic as I've been to Xbox for a long time, them dying would be horrible. Apologies, I don't remember the lady's name. The lady who took over from Phil Spencer. She's like the head of Xbox. She seems to be doing a really good job. Because at first, I think, you know, like most people, I thought, oh, for God's sake, they've brought in some sort of AI prophet to take over. But one of the first things she did was eradicate Copilot from Xbox. And that immediately won me, like, almost completely over. I was like, okay, like, that is a good first step. Like, I'm so happy to see that. Can I do anything with these? That just sets it on fire. Okay. Interesting. It is. I agree. She's been doing a good job as far as I can tell. I saw her on an interview and she talks like a human being too, not some corporate robot. Citizen for sure. Like it's not like one good deed will win me over completely. Not that I need to be won over. Like I much like Gotten, I'm pretty ambivalent. But at the end of the day, for Xbox to disappear would give Sony essentially a monopoly on high-end gaming consoles. Let's not beat around the bush. The Switch is not meant to be a, you know, high-end gaming machine. Its main USP is to play Nintendo games, followed by the portability, I would say. Right? So for Xbox to disappear, well, we've only really got Sony left. And then home computing, which, I mean, who knows how long home computing will last, considering they want to rent us. They want to rent us out all of the cloud computing instead of us actually owning anything.
Look around you. There's nothing to save.
There's a bot in the minute corner. Let's go to telekinesis.
It's just ghosts. Just a matter of time till you realize it.
Hi.
Okay. Hey, Sapphic, welcome back for half a year. Tier 3. Thank you. How are you today, Sapphic? It's lovely to see you. Oh, how did I not grab that? The reason I didn't grab it is I was single clicking rather than holding left click. Never mind. I don't need to fight any more big daddies. We've dealt with enough of them. We've saved all of the little sisters in this particular area, so that's absolutely fine. Our current objective is, I believe, to find the helmet and the boots. I believe I saw the helmet in this direction, beyond candidate induction. Yeah. Ah!
I turn tail if I were you kids. Ain't nothing here for you but tears.
Lemon, why would you do such a thing? Can't you see I'm having fun? Do you not like me having fun? Oh, I should have come here last.
Oh, look at
That's
you.
so
You
awkward.
look just the same as those. Oh, what things we have done.
Oh.
What things.
Oh, shit.
Now the boots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the boots. Relax. I'm just, you know, trying to figure out how to deal with these enemies. Hold on. Take it nice and slow, guys. I say take it nice and slow, and then I miss several shots in a row. Okay. Let's go to the shotgun. There's one. And... two. Nice. Oh, the audio is shocking. I'm hoping... shocking, because I just used electricity. I'm hoping BioShock 2 is better, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm expecting it to be just as glitchy and broken as this has been, but I'm really trying not to focus on the negatives at the minute. I want to beat the game with positives in my mind, and to be a little bit oblivious to the problems I have had with the game, such as the rampant crashing, the audio problems, etc., etc. Let's go back to the... I don't really have many pistol rounds either. I guess we'll go back to the crossbow. We've got plenty of bolts. I've tried fixing the audio, Zavis. It's not my fault, I promise you. I wanted to know, you leaving that plasmid on the table physically hurts me. There you go, you're happy? There you go. Is that better? He always says that. Oh. Hold on. We got one of the bolts back. I'll take that. I wasn't meant to leave it crit, but my brain was just one-track mind. Sorry, man. Sorry. I really wasn't meant to do that. The boots. Where do I pick up the boots? It does say in here. In the library. So to get to the library, we need to go down that set of stairs over here. Hold on. So down this set of stairs. And then we want to go this way. Thos Games, what game do you want to see first? I've uploaded all of my FF6 VODs, and there are more coming, but the order with which I upload them is not set in stone yet. So if there is a specific old game VOD, Baldur's Gate 3? Okay, I can look into Baldur's Gate 3. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I was meant to go left up here. Guys. I know we spoke about it on Friday. I'd love to do a Baldur's Gate 3 replay. Is that a good little sister? Where? What are you? Normally you run away. What are you doing back in here? All right, we're going to have to leave to go out the other way. I don't think I've ever just seen them running around the level after we've saved them. Thank goodness you're here. It will be one stream VOD. I can get that uploaded soon enough. 200 Adam. Ooh, 100 anti-personnel auto rounds. That is huge. That is amazing. Cool. All right. Let's continue. Okay, so we want to go this way, I believe. Yeah, Memorial Library. This is where we're going to find our boots. Can you see them? They will glow yellow. They should be really, really obvious to see. I've been playing through... I love when they start back flipping away. I also love when they jump over my... Moving on. I like the boots. There's the boots. Nice. Now we've got the full suit. Oh!
Yes. Now
whoa!
this
Look at
is
that.
Big Daddy. Are you ready? Now go to the Little Sister vent by the proving grounds.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm on it.
I've got Rapture now. I've got the Atom now. You think that pin suit's even half enough to put the scare in me?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. What was I going to say? Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I again, it's such a long game, that to devote a playthrough to it again, I mean, we're looking at like over a month to replay it, unless I purposefully speed through things. But I'd love to do a proper replay again. Dark Urge, obviously.
Your life, your family, they're a fairy tale, kid. No more real than something you read about in the Saturday Evening Post. Look that. A motherless freak, whipped up in a half-baked science experiment.
There you go.
You need
Yeah.
to bring them out of hiding, and then they'll let you in the door. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
Yeah, I'll hit the vent. It's all right. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm just trying to come through here because I completely missed this. I've not seen any of this before. This is cool. I don't have the Dishonored stuff. No. Again, that was from really early 2019.
Wait for. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
What vent am I? Hold on. You mean this one? Sure. There you go. Ah, there she is!
Und bitte. It would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girls.
Of course I will.
Kleines Mädchen.
Of course I will. Will I start BioShock 2 after I'm done with this? Unfortunately not. The reason being, I want to be able to give it my full attention and not feel like I'm speeding through. I am also expecting to begin moving out into the office starting tomorrow, and I've got a lot of stuff I need to prep for it. But no, I want to be able to have a full session of BioShock, all these B's of BioShock 2. And I've not, gone through and troubleshooted any potential problems yet, so it would be a buggy nightmare. Oh, really? She loves Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, we had a really, really fun time with Baldur's Gate. It is probably, outside of my Final Fantasy XIV journey, I really feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is one of my favorite streaming experiences ever.
Fontaine, but you must protect it.
I don't want to spoil anything for those that weren't here, but we had a very interesting playthrough.
That's it, kid. It's been a long road.
Sorry, I want to listen to the dialogue. Sorry. I played through Baldur's Gate 3 with one rule, and that is no take-backsies. Like, if something happened, we rolled with it. I think there was maybe one section which we re-rolled, and that was when I accidentally killed Scratch, which if you have seen my BRB screen, you will see how it would warrant the rewind. To cut a very long story short, I had a dead girl in a bag who emanated an aura of death. Don't ask how I came into possession of such a thing. And I threw the bag containing the girl's body in camp. I just yeeted it as far as I possibly could because I didn't want the death aura to kill my party. Scratch is programmed to chase after anything you throw. Scratch ran into the dead girl aura, killed himself. You know. A typical Wednesday. Exactly. What a sentence. This will not hold up in a court of law. BioShock is very good. This section makes me want to die. Well, I'm yet to play through it, so I'll see if I feel the same, Raz. I mean, right now it is, of course. I've got to try and get into the... I've got to try and roleplay. I'm a big daddy now.
Time to go, Mr. B.
I'm going to stop now, because if not, I imagine you'll leave.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Understood.
Hurry,
that wife
hurry,
and
Mr.
child
Bubbles.
bit. Oh, me poor Moira. I me wee baby Patrick. Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well with the suckers.
Okay, buddy. Oh! I did not mean to get my plasmids out. Sorry about that.
Dancing in the sky.
There you go.
Don't run! They always run!
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
What do you mean don't be a slowpoke? I'm
Don't wait
following
for
you!
slowpokes.
I'm literally following you. I'm not falling behind.
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
Why am I getting a tip? Search containers for loot. I'm at the end of the fucking game!
No time to waste.
Just in case you didn't know, have you tried... Press R to load your... I'm in the final
Hurry,
segment
Mr. B.
of the game!
Angels are waiting for
Even though they are physically free of the need to gather,
Adam, Mr.
Suchong's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible task. Of sins such as these, they can never atone.
I wonder if there is a way to break them free of the mental conditioning. Of course, we've been able to undo some of the physical changes.
Hurry, Mr. B. I angels are waiting for kisses.
But I wonder if we can eventually get into, like, neuroscience, you know, and free them of whatever
Hurry, Mr. B.
shackles have been placed within their mind.
Dancing in the sky.
You're supposed to look out for me! I gotta be quiet!
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. It was a pretty angel, Mr. B. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for
I think you should search some containers for loot, thanks. Thanks.
Hi there.
Oh,
Remember
dear.
me? It's been a while.
Offered leak.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Nah, not ringing a bell. Oh, wait, aren't you the uncle of the guy who made the Persona 5 text generator?
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Leek, of course we remember you. Come on. Leek, welcome back for 5 years. How are you today, buddy? Lovely to see you. I hope you are well.
Hurry,
I hope your
Mr. B.
nephew is well. Yeah, that's my official title.
Dancing in the sky.
How are you, Leek? I hope your nephew's excited about Persona 6. One moment.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels waiting for our kisses.
Okay. Sure. Can we please get a warm welcome back for the lovely offered Leek? 5 years! Insane. Thank you, Leek.
Time to go, Mr. B.
I don't have many anti-personnel... Oh, hello.
Stay for me!
I was going to say, I don't have many anti-personnel rounds left, so we're going to have to resort to the normal ones. It shouldn't delay me too much, but my damage output is going to be significantly hampered.
What's that? Angels don't wait for
There you go. Mondays, am I right? Big daddy shit. I mean, big chatties. God damn it. I mean, fellow daddies. Wait, I mean, fellow chatters. Jess, welcome. How are you? Oh, hello. Hey! What's up, my little sister? You bully? The little sister kind of got beaten up there. That wasn't. There's another one.
This angel looks like dancing.
Sorry about that.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel.
Any bullet is an anti-personnel bullet if you shoot a person with them. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be it. Jess, any exciting
Angels
trailers
don't
at
wait
SGF for you in particular? Something you're excited for? Same goes to anyone now tuning in. If you've missed the earlier conversation, we were talking about SGF, the Xbox Showcase. If there's any game that you guys saw that you want to... Oh, God. Stand back, little sister. Let me know. I'm curious to hear.
Time to go, Mr. B.
I'm kind of hoping she can heal herself. Because if not, this ain't gonna go well. 1666, yeah, I liked it as well.
Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
A rapture reminder. We all have those to pay.
She died!
The little ones, they're not longer infused with Adam. They're as vulnerable as any child.
I mean, that is on me. I did explode the turret right next to her. A piece of shrapnel probably went right through this ear and out the other one. That's on me. I'll learn from my mistakes. Sorry you had to witness that. Sorry.
But to lose even one is a sin.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Tenenbaum. I really am. Lao Fei looks really cool. Agree. And belatedly, Fish, how are you? I didn't get to say hello earlier. I got distracted by God knows what. Something. We'll go to this for a bit. There you go. But no, I'm super excited for the new God of War. I do wish the combat were even more explorative, shall we say, and innovative. Because it does just feel like God of War combat plus a jelly cube. I just wish it had a little bit more.
No!
She died again! Oh, you can't blame
Only
me.
the little ones can open these doors.
She got hit by a rocket in the face. It's all gone downhill, guys. It's all gone downhill. We can 100% blame you. I don't know what you're talking about. You could have just hacked it. Nah, no way.
I have decided to spend my 2-year subiversary recovering from a long weekend trip to Colorado, where the air actively tries to kill you. Excited for your office move, Andy, especially since you'll now have proper conditioned air. And we can blame you.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I'm
ready for dream time.
I'm just gonna check. Oh, is my phone dead?
Angels are waiting for our kisses.
I'm just checking in with the guy for those who missed the start of today's stream, I've had to contact a new person to fit the air conditioning. It looks like it's good. He'll be fitting a Fujitsu. 6 years warranty? Oh, that's nice. I'll take that. So yeah, it's all going, guys. It's all going. Harry Oldman, thank you sincerely for the 2 years. I'm hurrying!
Dancing in the sky.
All right, I'm turning down the game volume. Thank you for the 2 months at tier 2. And Leek, you also just came back from Colorado. Are you Harry Oldman's son? Question.
Mr. B, no time to waste.
I mean, it's not outside the realms of possibility.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Time to go, Mr. B.
Oh, Code Veronica? I will say, the excitement I see people have for... Oh, no!
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr.
Is she going to activate the alarm? I hope not. Seeing the excitement people have for Resident Evil makes me want to do a Resident Evil franchise playthrough. To, like, understand what it is about Resi that gets people so excited. Like, I've played Resident Evil 2, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. I mean, I had no idea how they connected. I wasn't making notes. I was playing them more so under the pretense that I was going to shit myself. You know, let's be honest. I'm a coward. I wasn't playing them thinking, time to make notes on the story. Let's focus on the lore. So, yeah, if I were to do it again, I definitely would focus a little bit more on what's actually going on. Like, what is Umbrella? I don't know. I really don't know. Come back here, sir. Oh, my...
Time to go, Mr. B.
Why did I not shoot anything? Oh, because I was using telekinesis. Never mind. Never mind. I'm on it.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr.
You cannot keep doing this forgotten between Kingdom Hearts and RE.
What I was thinking. Never spliced up once the whole time I was down here in this aquarium. Figured
Oh,
it was
God.
bad to mix business with pleasure, but forget all the nose
Constantly reloading.
all polish I've been wasting time with. This stuff is the mother's milk.
I got no idea what happened to my camera there, but it just started going crazy. I wish they wouldn't have important...
Hurry, Mr.
Like, can I replay that?
Bubbles.
I hate it when they decide to send these audio logs when I'm in the middle of...
Don't know what I was thinking. Never spliced up once the whole time I was down here in this aquarium. Figured it was bad to mix business with pleasure, but forget all the nose candy and floor polish I've been wasting time with. This stuff is the mother's milk.
I played 1 to 9. They're all great. I know we've got quite a few rather passionate
hurry, Mr.
Resident Evil
Bubbles.
fans
Time to go,
in the
Mr.
community. And yeah, it's just been one of those things where I've only viewed it through the lens of it scaring the hell out of me. I've never really considered playing them for the story. And that might sound really weird, but yeah, I've just, you know, whenever someone mentioned Resi 7, I thought, oh yeah, that'll scare me. Can you land so I can shoot?
Hurry, Mr. B.
Did she just like... Did she jump on the little sister's head? There you go.
I can see the angel dancing in the sky.
Thrasher, yeah, couldn't agree more.
Mr. B.
It has been an incredible week.
Waiting for our kisses.
Oh, hold on. Fall back.
The little one has fallen. Now you must find Event and bring forth another little one.
That wasn't me. You didn't see that. You must be doing this on purpose. I had to reload, man. I had to reload.
Mr. B.
I accept no responsibility for the death of that child. Okay. New test subject.
Hurry!
Time to
The
go,
harvesting
Mr.
will
B.
draw the attention of the splicer.
Right, I think for this I'm going to resort to the chemical thrower. I've not really used this a lot, if you couldn't tell.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel dancing in the sky.
Oh, there's quite a few of them.
Pretty angel, Mr. B. Don't be
Reloading. Blocking the way. Get away. Ah, this is horrible. Okay, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good.
Up, Mr. B. No time to wait.
Ah.
This angel dancing. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Nice. I think we did a good job. I accept no responsibility for that. Reloading. Hold on.
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Come back here. Ah! Okay, them being stood in water makes this a non-viable strategy.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Oh, it worked. Okay, I was going to say that. I think I've made a mistake. We're good. Everything's okay.
Hurry, Mr. B.
I'm hurrying.
Angels dancing in the sky.
Everything is okay, guys. Don't sweat it.
Kill him! Kill him!
I think the little sister was inside the fire, but fortunately she wasn't taking any damage.
Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
I will say the repetitive dialogue of her saying the same thing. Hurry up, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
Is, yeah. Certainly making me want to not destroy the turrets.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
I literally am following you! Friend or foe? Ah, foe! Okay. Yep, I'm there, but foe. Yep.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Oh! Back away! Oh, we got there. Thank God. Time to go, Mr. B. Yeah, I know. Relax.
Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone.
Hurry,
Alone
Mr.
in the
Bubbles.
crawling darkness.
I've not killed 2 children. 2 children willingly gave up their lives
Angels
in the
are
pursuit of
waiting
progress.
for our kisses.
I had no say in their deaths. They ran out into...
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpoke.
Guys, if you were in the trenches during the wars and your mate runs into no man's land and gets headshot, is that your fault? Answer me that. Is that your fault? No, is the answer. Okay? The same thing's happening here. She ran out into the proverbial no man's land and got gunned down by a turret. When you're tasked with protecting them, yeah, but we're all entitled to our own actions. If they're your... Okay, listen, guys. You're not meant to go against me like this. Stop. Just join the stream. Was that a new necromech I don't know about? Ethan, welcome. That would make for a fun skin. A Big Daddy necromech.
Mr. B, no time to waste.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. That's a child. Adult blames child for death. Well,
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels.
it's not like Andy can grab her arm and hold her back. Win, thank you for being the voice of reason. Andy, think of the children. I'm trying my best to look after them. It's not my fault.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait
That
for
might be
slowpoke.
plenty for the working scrubs and the pencil pushers, but I need more.
Alonzo, welcome. How are you?
Splice till there ain't nothing left to splice with.
Okay, well, before we continue, I want to go big over here. Let's auto hack. I would like everything you have. Steel tip bolts, pistol rounds, machine gun rounds. Amazing. And then I'm probably just going to go back to, oh,
I'm
the
pretty
crossbow.
limp, sweet angel. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for us.
She believed her Big Daddy would save her. Okay. I regret ever talking to you guys about this dilemma.
There. You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam.
The game is telegraphing boss battle ahead. Load up. You know what I forgot? First aid kits.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is sick. Fontaine's at... Look at... Can I... Wow.
Hit him with the needle.
Whoa!
Can I get it, Luke?
Okay. Can I shock him? Okay, falling back. Oh, I ran into...
Can I get it, Mook? Here it is!
Oh, come on!
I'm ready.
I imagine we kill him again, take the Adam, then we have phase 2.
Getcha!
Oh! Okay, for that one, 360, and then boom! And again, 360. Oh, you see that? Come on!
Good money for you. This is what I get. You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I
He's
recharge.
ice now. He's Iceman. Does that mean he's weak to fire? Well, I don't think he liked that much.
You think it?
Run away! Wait, where's the turret? Oh, up there. This is mine. I'm trying to hack it. No, I didn't get it in time. Go again. Why can't I hack? There's no hack menu. Oh, whatever. God, no. What?
Here it is.
Okay. We're gonna go back to the crossbow.
You down.
I hacked one of them.
You think you got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started.
Here we go. Boom. Now, what element will it be now? Electricity?
Come on! I'll get you!
Oh, hey, guys. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, there's so many of them.
Fight it properly.
Oh, hello.
Can I get it, Mook?
Hold on. I'm trying to deal with the ads. Trying to deal with the ads before I deal with him because I've only got one med kit left. I can set this on fire when he runs through it. Run through the fire! Oh, you little shit!
I'll get you! Can I get it, Mook?
Okay, I think we're ready.
All you got?
I think we're ready.
Come on! I'll put you down!
Give him the... No, I didn't get it! I'm determined to get him in the fire.
Get it, Mook!
Come and get it, Mook!
Can I get it, Mook?
Come and get it, Mook!
Come on, say it again! Say it again! I dare you!
You think it'll be that easy? You buster! Can I get it, Mook?
Get him, Mr. B! Okay, we've got a... Ay. Okay, that's it. I'm on death's door.
I'll put you down. Can I get it, Mook?
I missed. Don't clip that. I'm missing!
Get back here!
Okay, guys.
Can I get it, Mook? Need a minute.
It is time. Come on! That's gotta be it, right? Yes! Come on!
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of.
Never missed a shot.
Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
Hey, there we go.
Come on, come
I could not have imagined a more fitting end. Is that unique if you save them all? Oh!
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them.
Huh.
A chance. A chance to learn.
What? Oh, this is sick.
To find love. To live.
Yo! Oh, that's actually
And in
quite
the end,
emotional.
what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
Oh, wow! Well, that's it. Oh, I mean, okay. No credits? Oh, what? That's, I thought there'd be credits. It's just weird that it goes, boop, back to the menu. Yeah, I know the credits are there, but you'd expect. Click the button, you know what I mean? Like, normally they automatically play. It's just, it's strange to be like, back to menu. Come on. That's a sweet ending. That's a sweet ending. It does feel like it was really quick. Like, yeah, it was fast. Oh God, I feel like I'm now at like the news conference after a sports event, and everyone's asking like, "What are your thoughts? How do you feel it went?" Wow. God, that feels really, I don't know, rushed. I don't know, like just beating him and then they come out. It's, I mean, maybe it's just good use of time. I don't really know. I'm happy with it. Well, we'll watch the other endings. Don't worry, we'll watch the other endings. So we save all of the little sisters, minus the 4 that died in that final corridor scene. And they go on to be freed and live out their lives, get doctorates, graduate, have families of their own. And then as we lie on our deathbed, they all come back to see us off into the afterlife. That's pretty sweet. That's actually pretty sweet. It does feel, again, it's so quick. My daughters, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm glad the corridor doesn't count. Because if not, I don't, like, if you have to do that final segment perfectly to get the ending, that would feel a bit crap, because you'd be save scumming to get it, right? Yeah, let me tab out. Let me go and grab the, I've got to be careful here. I need to explicitly say BioShock 1 ending. Unless people happen to have a link. Yeah, I'll wait for a link. If you would kindly see when I did that? If you would kindly link the other endings in chat. That way I'm not gonna Google BioShock ending. Thank you, Shade. Thank you. Where am I? There you go. Okay. Paste. Okay. One moment. One moment. Okay, ending one. If you decide to. So this is the one we've just seen.
I called you back, showed you what you was capable of.
I'll let it play out in the background.
You thought you had? That was something I dreamed of.
What did I say wrong, Maladal? Oh, I don't know.
Now, if you don't call that family, I know what is.
I think Andrew Ryan. I'll share my thoughts before we wrap up. Today's probably going to be a shorter stream because we're not going to be starting BioShock 2 today. I've got a lot of stuff I need to be getting done, but we've got some minutes left. Don't worry. I want to talk about the game and my feelings and thoughts on it because this is such a big game in, I think, the gaming sphere, pop culture, the gaming pop culture. Right, BioShock is I think a core experience for people who are playing games in the noughties. Like it's probably one of the most popular games released in the 2000s. I would agree, or would you agree?
What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one.
And I do have some thoughts on it. They're good. Most of them are good.
A chance to learn.
I think this is really well done. I just wish there was a little bit more.
To live.
I don't know what little bit more they could have put in, but I just wish there was a little bit more.
You never said, but I think I know. A family.
Ending 2. If you decide to harvest the little sisters.
They offered you everything, yes. And in return, you gave them what I have come to expect of you. Brutality.
Oh my god.
You took what you wanted. All the atom, all the power. And the Rapture trembled. But in the end, even the Rapture was not enough for you. Your father was terrified the world would try to steal the secrets of his city. But not you, for now you have stolen the terrible secrets of the world.
Oh, that is so out of left field. What? Oh my god. Okay. Right. Next one. This is if you do a little bit of both. Look, the fraps. FPS in the top left.
And in return, you gave them what you always did. Brutality. You took what you wanted. All the atom, all the power.
Mm-hmm.
And Rapture trembled. But in the end, even Rapture was not enough for you. Your father was terrified that the world would try to steal the secrets of his city. For you now have stolen the terrible secrets of the world.
I wasn't sure if there'd be any more in there, Crit. Interesting. I don't know how to feel. Obviously, I didn't play the game in a way that would ever bring us about to these endings. I imagine if you were the kind of person who would harvest the little sisters, then that makes sense narratively that you would then become addicted, or you'd become or be consumed by this desire for more. because the more Adam you would harvest, the more you would want and the more you would need. And I think that would necessitate, yes, you becoming power hungry. Though it seems you can get away with destroying. I know, Crit. We got the good ending. Yeah, we got the good ending, and we're currently watching the other ones where you seem to reign supreme over Rapture, but then even Rapture doesn't satisfy you enough, and then you take the war above ground, seemingly arming nuclear missiles to do God knows what with. I'm glad we got the good ending. Does it say you have to save all of them? Or is it just if you never harvest any of them? Like, could you play the entire game, save one little sister, and you get the good ending? So as long as you never harvest. Right, okay. So, getting... let me just tab out. Did I get a Steam achievement? I feel like you gotta get a Steam achievement for saving all of them, right? This is when I discover there are no Steam achievements. There are no Steam achievements. Never mind. I would have thought there would have been one for... the original game didn't have any? Really? I'm surprised by that. The reason being... Well, maybe it was on Xbox and consoles. I know that Xbox Gamer Score was a big thing in the 2000s. Well, the 360 days. It didn't predate achievements. Maybe on Steam, but they can retroactively be integrated, I believe. Right? Am I crazy for saying that? Can Steam retroactively add achievements? I really thought they did. Developers can retroactively add them. So they just couldn't be bothered. Which is fair. Like, I mean, if they didn't want to go back and do it, that's fine. You know... Achievement kind of became a thing with WoW? No, I wouldn't say so. I feel like achievements was, I think for me and sort of my perspective on things, is probably the Xbox 360 console era, where people would play games more in order to get the achievements for the gamer score, and the gamer score was, as people would have once referred to it as, EPeen. I've not heard that in a while. Hopefully some of you guys enjoy that rearing its head. But EPeen, you know, one-upping over your mates. Hey, look, I've got more gamer score than you, you know. And I feel like that really became a core part of not necessarily game design, but like that final touch was adding in achievements to improve playtime in games. And I've definitely, and I know many of you who have shared in the Discord, you know, I got a platinum trophy for this or got a platinum trophy for that. Achievements definitely do help you have goals in games to continue playing them. Anyway, that's by the by. I haven't heard the term EPeen. I wonder if Urban Dictionary has a date in which it was coined. Urban Dictionary. Origin of EPeen. Late 1990s in MMOs like EverQuest. There you go. There you go. I would not have imagined it would have been EverQuest, but there it is. Apparently, of course it was an MMO. But looks like achievements as we know them now were Xbox 360 in 2005, then Steam brought them in 2007, PlayStation went with trophies in 2008. I think it's an overall good thing. I like achievements. Ike, don't say that. Well, EverQuest, I feel like Obi-Wan hearing his name again. Yeah. Raven, I played a lot of EverQuest. Mainly 2 rather than 1, but yeah. Right. So anyway, we've gone on this achievement discourse because I wondered if I got one for saving all of the little sisters. Which again, I reckon that is one in the remaster, right? Let me quickly go to Steam. Nope, that's Discord. Shut Discord. Right. So if I go BioShock Remastered, let's see, what are the achievements? There's got to be one in here for saving all of the little sisters, right? Complete the game without harvesting any little sisters. Either harvest or rescue every little sister in the game. So yes, They're in there. There you go. All but 4, leave me alone. They, you know, eternalism. They lived on in another universe. Everything's okay, right? I'm way too addicted to fulfilling tasks set before me and thus making achievement number go up. Yeah, I think it's fun to exhaust a game completely of all of its content through that. EverQuest was the first game I got when I was old enough to have a bank card. Played it for a month, lost my body and all the gear in some field trying to walk to Kinos. Never went back. Astra? That sounds harrowing. I'm so sorry that happened to you. They became adamant and lived inside of you. No, don't you eternalism us now. It's too late. I already have. Andy, there would need to be a universe where you succeeded. How dare you? I've platinumed a few games, but not many. Spider-Man, PS4, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man MM2. There might be another one. The last one I platinumed would have been Astrobot, I think. Andy, you can't keep excusing your poor skills with eternalism. It's the first time I've ever used it as an excuse. But I might use it as an excuse again in the not too distant future. What was I going to say? All right, BioShock. Let me open up Obsidian and I'll talk through my feelings. No, I'm not going to open Obsidian. No, I don't want the bullet points. We're going to go old school. Old school being, I'm just gonna sit here and talk. Let me tab into the games. No. Wait. I'm gonna get some music which is BioShock-esque in the background while we chat. One moment. Here we go. Boom. Okay, this is called BioShock Ambience on the old YouTube. So, BioShock. My thoughts and feelings. Overall, I enjoyed it. I can see why it has its place in the, you know, quote-unquote, Gaming Hall of Fame. The setting, the theme, the location, that part that obviously goes into the setting somewhat, is so unique in the spectrum of games of that particular era. It's quite an interesting premise because you don't know what's going on. I like the questioning of who you are, what is Rapture, who is Andrew Ryan, what is Atlas. All of these questions and more make for a really, dare I say, provocative and curiosity-driven initial experience. I feel like Andrew Ryan as a villain is way more interesting for me than Atlas/Fontaine. But I love the balls they had to introduce the villain, deliver the twist, and then to kill him. That's kind of crazy to do that. And I really respect them for doing it, because they could have very easily, I feel, had strung him out for the rest of the game into sequel after sequel after sequel. But to have this larger-than-life figure who you only get to learn little bits and pieces of left, right, and center suddenly appear before you as nothing more than a man who has and can control you, using you to then kill him. That is, I've never experienced something like that in a game, because the game then continues. Like, normally that would be the ending point. You'd be like, okay, that's it, game's done, we beat the villain. But there's more. I will say you played it quite a bit more like a shooter than anyone I've seen play it, which intrigues me. What you thought of the game, the gunplay, or the gameplay? I'll quickly chat gameplay. I know I didn't use them all. So I can't really comment too much. I never felt the draw to use my plasmids outside of being able to shock enemies in order to better line up a shot with a crossbow, for example. Incinerate didn't necessarily feel like the best combat plasmid to use. I imagine if you're on hard difficulty, you would be more incentivized to slot in plasmids as you play. But for me, what stood out as being a really powerful method of dealing with enemies was using the appropriate ammo type against the appropriate enemy. So anti-personnel ammunition, I could just go tap, 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 they're dead. By the time I could right-click and select a plasmid, I could have already killed them with the gun. Like, it never felt like a necessity to go and do that. The same with like the machine ammo, or not machine gun ammo, the anti-armor ammunition. Like, I equip that on medium difficulty. A pistol will one-shot a camera, two-shot a turret. I never had a reason to use the plasmids because the guns were so powerful. And I quite like shooting guns in games, not in real life. I quite like that. I'm less shooter inclined than Endy, and I played BioShock much more as a stealth game. I laid traps, hacked everything, and used the wrench a lot more. I did have a couple of segments where I played it as a stealthy game, and by a couple of segments, I mean probably 2 minutes total across the entire playtime of the game. And I'd be curious to see what the game would have looked like if it forced you down that route. Because we had things like the trap arrow, which I foolishly shot into people a couple of times before realizing, oh, I need to place it so it zaps them. I feel like the game had all of the mechanisms and doodads to make stealth work if you wanted to play it that way. If hard difficulty was less about enemies becoming bullet sponges, and if the game maybe rewarded you more for dealing damage while stealthed, as a way to make the hard difficulty, again, less bullet spongy and more clever use of game mechanics, I'd have been way more into that. Like I would have loved to have played through hard difficulty thinking, okay, if I lay a trap here to get the Big Daddy to charge through that stuns him, I can then set him on fire in this oil slick, that will burn him. But if I were to do that, the Big Daddy's health would have maybe nudged 10%. And at that point, like, it almost feels like it's not worth me doing it. And instead, I should just go and get the anti-armor ammunition on my machine gun and spray, because it's going to do infinitely more damage. I think the plasmids are better made in the other games, especially in Infinite. I also set up so many traps, especially for the daddies. I've killed them without shooting a shot. I think I mentioned in a previous stream, I once killed a Big Daddy with a pack of cigarettes. Oh, just throwing things. I would have liked that system a little bit more. The telekinesis, because I mean, if you watched me play Control, I think I went on a classic tangent of mine talking about how I like telekinesis as a weapon, and it's what I really enjoyed about the combat in Control. You guys will know I beelined it as like my primary method of killing anything in that game, was picking things up and throwing it at people. It felt kind of clunky in this, which is why I kind of stopped using it so much, because when you threw things, the the travel time for the projectile gave enemies a bigger opportunity or bigger window to move, and the enemies are constantly backflipping and jumping on the ceilings and going up, down, left, right, and center. It's really kind of difficult for me to throw things at them because they're constantly moving. If you played the game purely using telekinesis, congratulations. But for me, it just felt a little bit too slow compared to the speed of the enemies. That being said, again, I really, really, really would like to see if someone has maybe made, not an overhaul, but if there exists something which makes the game more stealth-oriented, I could get behind that. You could have TK'd or telekinesis the chair or something and just physically swung it into the shock tripwires. Oh, instead of me shooting the metal pins. That makes sense. You can telekinesis the bolts and move them? Now that is the big reveal. That's the big reveal. I would not have tried that. That makes a lot of sense. But like this is kind of like where I think I have an expectation of how things are going to work because of when something came out. Not to diminish BioShock, but the idea that something like that could be moved with telekinesis, I just would assume that wouldn't work. So I wouldn't think to try it. So I feel silly that I didn't, because I would have liked to have given that a go. But I'm curious to hear what you guys thought about the gameplay. When you played through, did you use plasmids? Did you use guns? What was your favorite weapon? For me, it was the pistol. The pistol and the bow and arrow were the crossbow were my favorite weapons by far. And then the machine gun and shotgun was a bit further down. I quite like them both. For me, the flamethrower, or the thrower, as they called it, I wasn't the biggest fan. I loved the wrench and freeze combo to shatter them. I used a lot of plasmids. At its time, it was amazing. Electricity early is great. Crossbow OP. I feel like I juggled, but the last time I played this game was very literally nearly 20 years ago. I was so uninterested in the gameplay of BioShock, I watched a story-only video that cuts out all the gameplay out. If I remember correctly, a lot of the advertising for BioShock 2 was to use plasmids to set up traps. Then maybe I'll have to give that a go. Shotgun and Frost was my go-to. Shotgun and Electro Bolt. It was one of the pioneers with Half-Life 2, which you also don't know. There you go. I pretty much only used 2 to 3 plasmids. I was primarily a plasmid wrench combo guy, except for Big Daddies, where I did trap setups. I see. I'd love a remake of this. Shooter mechanics have improved so much that I feel the gameplay has aged quite a lot, while the VAs, world, storytelling, etc. are still top tier. Yeah, it's an awkward one, because I do feel like the game in its current state is absolutely fine, minus the game-breaking bugs.
Zone,
right. Hey, Raylex, welcome back for 37 months. We're beating the game, Raylex, and we're currently discussing the game. Welcome on in. Yeah, like, if the bugs weren't there, and we just took the game at face value, I think BioShock is perfectly fine. Like, I don't think it needs to be remade. That being said, I would love to see what they could do with this game, you know, using modern game engines and being able to do more with the core systems. And again, you guys talking about playing it as a stealth game, I'd have loved that. I really, really would have loved that. I like stealthing. And the game definitely had some sections where they very clearly, evidently signpost to you, you can stealth here. You can go under the floorboard. There's a tunnel over there. You can crawl through there. Up here, like, the game has these little tunnels where it wants you to go stealth. But because of the nature of how enemies flood into rooms when they do detect you, it made it a little bit clunky for me, personally speaking. But yeah, something which I think a lot of games of this particular era are definitely guilty of, and it is somewhat unavoidable when you scale difficulty in a shooter. When you upgrade the difficulty from easy to medium to hard, all you're really doing is either lowering your damage output or increasing the enemy's health and increasing their damage output. That isn't the most interesting thing to do with difficulty, I would say. I hate that type of scaling. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who does. And that is meant to be incredibly, you know, negative and detrimental to that type of difficulty. I just think that for most people, we would enjoy a harder difficulty if it meant difficulty being added outside of the health pool. I don't know how they could have done it or how they would have done it. They should just make them all really, really lethal so you have the perfect insta-killing stuff. Scaling the enemy's accuracy. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think, sure, increase enemy lethality, but increasing their health and their lethality feels almost counterintuitive. Because if you make them tankier, it's harder for you to get off these. Like, imagine if you had a perk while you are not being detected. I think one existed actually for wrenches. When you are not currently detected by anything, your damage output is increased by X%. If you tie something like that in, well, I've sort of gone off the rails a little bit. Bear with me. If you have an enemy where their health pool requires several shots to kill, but their damage has increased exponentially, like you can no longer stealth kill anything. How they did difficulty scaling in Baldur's Gate 3 is one of my favorite things about it. Everything is lethal both ways. I agree. I like that too. Lords of the Fallen 2023 has some really cool difficulty modifiers. You can literally increase enemy aggro range and attack speeds. Question, have you heard of Death End RE Quest? Sasha? I've never heard of Death End RE Quest. When I roll up 2 hours later on the start screen, I don't know if it's because Andy beat the game or Andy crashed for 2 straight hours. We're beating the game, Cat. We're beating the game. We got the good ending. Fortunately, we got the good ending, and we're currently discussing the game, and largely I'm super happy with it. There's a couple things which I'm sort of middling on, but for the most part, I can see why this game holds such prestige and is in, again, the proverbial gaming hall of fame. It's a classic game with many glaring flaws. Yeah. I will say the voice acting in this game, to me, and admittedly I've not gone back and played many games of the 2000s, but the voice acting in this game really feels like a step above other games of that particular era. Like, it is really good. Let's quickly flick the credits on so I can maybe take a closer look at who did what, and maybe we'll be able to see who the casting director was. Because that's a very underappreciated role in any form of media, is the individual responsible for actually finding these people in the first place. Performance lead was Andrew James. UI art, Ben Shaw. PC specific art, that's interesting. PC specific. PC specific design. Is that for user interface, maybe? Additional in-game writing. Zictiv, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed Dishonored 1 and 2. Played through them. Pacifist, Stealth, Ghost, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the VA is top notch, really is. Quality assurance, QA, assistant leads, testers, additional testing, operations team. Vathorn, yeah, true. That, well, we're not even gotten onto the twist yet, and I'll come on to that in just a moment. When I've wrapped looking at the credits. In fact, no, we'll talk about it now. The twist. The twist. Would you kindly? I maybe caught a slight whiff at some point of it maybe having a deeper meaning, but I never thought it would mean... Or I never thought it would be revealed as this, again, sleeper agent activation phrase. Did I really call it on day one? What did I say on day one? I caught the phrase, but I didn't... Did I say it's like a sleeper activation? You did? Good. I don't remember that. You called it literally the second time it was mentioned? Oh, what can I say? You know, you win some, you lose some. Should have wrote it down. I think I got... Hold on. I'm going to wet the whistle. I think for me, I must have changed tack, because instead of focusing on it through that lens, I definitely became more inclined to believe it was meant to signal to you that the present was sent to you by Atlas. And I thought that was sort of like case closed. Like, I'd put it back in the filing cabinet. You know, I figured out what the purpose of this phrase is. Job done. And then I didn't really think about it anymore. But that reveal, where Andrew Ryan steps out of his office, I don't remember the specific things he says, but it's like, kneel, walk here, walk back, sit down, stand up, like, just to show you the control he had over you. Coupled with the moment before, where you get the big sort of corkboard wall with all the red string connecting everything, and then the pictures of us walking around Rapture. That's brilliant. The big thing for me was, yeah, the chains around our wrist. And then the frequent mentions of the chain, of course, which is one of the core fundamental ideologies behind what was happening down there in Rapture, as imposed by none other than Andrew Ryan. But then occasionally over the radio, you would hear something about, again, I don't know if it was explicitly a man chooses, a slave obeys that we hear on the radio. I think that's saved for our confrontation with Andrew. But you can definitely overhear on the radio things along the lines of something something or a slave to X, Y, or Z. And that definitely caught me as being related to the chains around our wrists. And again, I feel like I mention this infrequently enough. Oh, I'm missing out on all this. Look at this. Thanks to my parents who gave me. Oh, this is so sweet. Individual messages. To my loving husband, Bill, my squishy monkey. Ooh. Look at that. This is I've never seen a credits like this before. This is so personal. Special thanks to Melinda Mary Miller Fufa. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. More credits should have messages like these. Old games used to do that, and that's such a sad tradition to have lost. Lots of talk of parasites, etc. on the radio broadcasts. Yes. I will say I'm super curious to see what happens in BioShock 2. Because this seems to spell an end. Like, I don't know if there... And I don't want to know, but... I'd imagine the good ending is the canonical ending. And as we saw... We leave Rapture. We save the little sisters. And they go on to have wonderful lives. So, is BioShock 2 set in the distant future? Does someone else arrive in Rapture? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't even, I don't know. Because initially I thought maybe it would be a continuation of 1. But we leave. We go home, you know. Infinite story-wise is right up your alley. It's ND-coded AF. I like when things are ND-coded AF. I like that. I can't say, but I think you'll be BioShocked by the truth. Well done, Luke. You're gonna have to play it right away. It's reminiscent of handwritten autographs versus machine-printed basic ones. Credits never handwritten, but they can certainly be made more personal than the most basic ones. Agreed. You'd think that's the sort of thing where they're okay to... Like, what's wrong with padding things on to the end of the credits? I mean, not to be disrespectful, but I think so many people skip them anyway. I think it's very rare for someone to sit down and read every credit. Like, we just played them, and I didn't read every name. It's impossible to do so. So what's the problem with them, you know, getting a handwritten message from each employee and shoving it in there? I don't know. But it's nice. That's really nice. I watched a playthrough yesterday where half the credits were set against pictures of a cat that an in-game cat was based on. That's sweet. The thing about the environment of Rapture, the propaganda, the stuff people say, the things on the radio and all of that, is it is Ayn Rand through and through. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read Atlas Shrugged in time for BioShock 2. Nor do I know if I want to. I'm glad you said that, Vathorn. I don't really feel like I want to. I recommend that you don't. Good. Okay. It's a big book? Yeah, okay. Good. I probably will. I mean, we can maybe do it together now. Give me a second. Give me a second. So it was objectivism. Give me a sec. Let's go to the Wikipedia page. Oh my god, get ready to be flashbanged, everybody. My retina are slowly burning right now. Alright, let's hide this. Hide that. Oh god. Okay. This should work. Okay. Objectivism. Come with me. Let's learn more about this this philosophy. Objectivist philosophy redirects here. The objectivity and philosophy. Yeah, okay. Objectivism is a I'm reading too quickly. Objectivism is a philosophical system named and developed by Russian-American writer and philosopher Ayn Rand. She described it as the concept of man as a heroic being, with his own happiness as the moral purpose of his life, with productive achievement as his noblest activity, and reason as his only absolute. Rand first expressed objectivism in her fiction, most notably The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged. Apologies if you can hear Baby D20 howling in the background. He's having his bath. And he's singing. Anyway, Atlas Shrugged, and later in non-fiction essays and books. Leonard Peikoff, a professional philosopher and Rand's designated intellectual heir, later gave it a more formal structure. Peikoff characterizes objectivism as a closed system insofar as its fundamental principles were set out by Rand and are not subject to change. However, he stated that new implications, applications, and integrations can always be discovered. Yeah. Andy Hush, let us hear his song. His favorite song at the moment, Your Child is Turning into a Banshee. His favorite song at the minute is You're Welcome from Moana. And there's a bit in the middle of the song where Maui raps really fast. I'll try and get Baby D20 to, you know, get it on recording at some point. But him singing along to that is the most adorable thing ever. I mentioned the other day that he sang Hakuna Matata when I was at the checkout in a supermarket to the lady working there. He's a smooth talker. He knows what needs to be done. Objectivism's main tenets are that reality exists independently of consciousness, that human beings have direct contact with reality through sense perception, that one can obtain objective knowledge from perception through the process of concept formation and inductive logic, that the proper moral purpose of one's life is the pursuit of one's own happiness, that the only social system consistent with this morality is one that displays full respect for individual rights embodied in laissez-faire capitalism, and that the role of art in human life is to transform humans' metaphysical ideas by selective reproduction of reality into a physical form, a work of art, that one can comprehend and to which one can respond emotionally. Academic philosophers have mostly ignored or rejected Rand's philosophy. Nonetheless, objectivism has been a persistent influence among right libertarians and American conservatives. The objectivist movement, which Rand founded, attempts to spread her ideas to the public and in academic settings. There you go. Again, I'd heard of Ayn Rand and I knew of objectivism, but like I'd never, ever looked into it. Why would I? It's not something I wake up in the morning, you know, kick my feet out of bed, make my morning coffee. I'm going to research Ayn Rand today. Xaviax, I don't think many of us would get on well with Ayn Rand, come to think of it. But yeah, it's curious to use that, again, in parentheses, philosophy as the basis for Rapture. I wonder if they shot themselves in the foot a little bit with how they ended BioShock 1. Because it almost feels like it was meant to be a one and done. Like, this game ending feels like a very clear, definitive full stop. And the only way I could imagine it continuing is like the US government or NATO or... was it not? It was meant to be a one and done. It reads that way. It 100% reads that way. So the decision to make 2, I imagine, was one made because of the ridiculous amount of money they maybe made. That's the driving force in the society we live in. I would love, Raz, to hear about the development history of the game. This is plural. BioShock 2 is made by a different team. Oh. As is BioShock 4. You guys got kind of rinsed in the YouTube comments because I asked if there was any BioShock in development, and everyone was like, yeah, the franchise is dead. And then the YouTube comments were like, do they not know BioShock 4? And apparently it is in development, but it's glacial. BioShock 4 is Judas. You said it, not me. There's Judas. Yeah, I think that is the spiritual successor, but apparently there is an actual BioShock 4 somewhere in the ether. What it currently looks like is anyone's guess. But apparently there is one out there in development hell. That one, yeah. But Judas, from what I've seen of it, looks really cool. And I will definitely be checking it out. A game with anti-capitalist messaging gets a sequel because of the success of capitalism. Somewhat ironic. BioShock Infinite has the same lead developer as 1, and 2 is sort of a cash grab response, but it actually is the one I look back at the fondest at this point. Interesting. I feel like we've got similar tastes, Raz, so that has me very excited for 2. Because again, this game is good. I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Is it breaking my favorite games of all time list? No. No. And I wouldn't even say it's anywhere near. It's an enjoyable time that I would definitely recommend other people experience. But maybe if I'd played it in 2007, it would have been more revolutionary. And I would have really found myself falling in love with it more and more. But because I've maybe now played games which are built off of the foundations that BioShock laid, it maybe didn't hit with enough force or you know, a big enough punch to make me fall in love with it. More of a historical piece, yes. I quite like BioShock, but I think System Shock is the better series. Are they similar? Half-Life? Half-Life is one that I'm going to need to add onto a list at some point. Like, I really do want to check out Half-Life, considering I've still never played it. But I don't know when we can do that. We talked about this in the spoiler chat. Back then, it was basically normal for your MC to have no backstory, so a lot of people never suspected the twist could be coming. Yeah, right. So that brings me on to something which I've not really been able to think about, just because of the nature of, let me tab out again. Just because of the nature of, what we're talking about now, you make a good point. I really did glom onto that early doors, that what was a voiced protagonist in the opening cutscene loses that the moment we crash in the plane. And that definitely made me question, why are we not responding over the radio to Atlas? Why are we not interacting with people using the voice that we very clearly have in the intro? So yeah, maybe that did allow me to you know, make some deductions early doors that I otherwise wouldn't have, because I did question it. This is exactly how I felt when I played Half-Life 2. I was like, I see why you will love this, but I've played this a million times in other games. Raz, that makes me scared for when I play Half-Life 2. Yeah. Fontaine was kind of a weak true enemy thematically, not really directly addressing the central critique of objectivism. Okay, so I think an interesting proposition then. Would I have enjoyed the game more if it were twice as long and we got to experience and immerse ourselves more in the game world, to learn more about the smugglers and the rise of Fontaine, the rise of Atlas, the fall of Rapture? I can't really say, because I can't do that. But I'm with you, Raz, and what time do I call this? I don't think so either. I think the game I think it benefits from the length. That's what she said. Like getting these intermittent moments of revelatory world building. Like when you walk into the party for New Year 1959 and you can sense, oh, this isn't great. Something happened here. And then through the voice logs, you're able to very quickly piece together that the uprising happened around New Year 1959. And then in your own head, you're able to begin piecing together a timeline. I really like that kind of storytelling, where the game doesn't... I mean, maybe you'll disagree, but I don't feel like the game holds your hand. It doesn't say, hey, just in case you haven't realized it yet, we're going to hit you over the head with this big contextual hammer and let you know exactly what's going on. The game gives you all of the necessary building blocks and leaves you to build that proverbial tower. You missed a room that had a testimonials of people reacting to that event. Oh, did I really? Damn. The twist is something a few games have done with varying success, calling attention to how games give you and/or force objectives on you, with the player often having very limited agency beyond doing them immediately or not. Well, an example of that, an odd example maybe, is I think it's Far Cry 4 that first does it, where at the beginning of the game you're given a command of, hey, wait here, I'll be back in 15-20 minutes. And you as the player, because of the nature of, wanting to play the game, you leave pretty quickly. 99.99% of players just, leave. Because they're not bound to what the character's saying. They can do whatever they want. But if you stay there, the character comes back, gives you the thing you're looking for, and the credits roll. I quite like when games mess with your own sense of expectation. Like that really blew my mind. It's such a small thing for them to do, like relatively in the, in the grand scheme of development costs. But it makes it more immersive, weirdly, to know that's a possibility, The whole send your secret weapon away thing also seemed just to obscure the twist and doesn't make any sense after the fact narratively or logically. For me, Ike, it does feel not entirely threadbare, but there has to be some sort of logical jumps made, or even illogical at times jumps made, with the narrative to make certain things work. I get it, and I get why they did it, but it does feel like a means to an end. There are reasons that said later. Oh, like that I may have missed in the game. Judge, what is this? Is this the clip of me saying that how I think the game's gonna go? So right now, just to quickly recap, we are at the mercy almost of this Atlas, where we've crash landed, and somehow, some way, Atlas is like, go and do this for me, and we are just acquiescing. What? But like, I didn't mean that through. I didn't mean that in like a mind control way. Despite not knowing the guy, and we injected mysterious chemicals into our body on a whim. You know, like, yeah, that happened. Maybe it's something to do with what we injected is making us a bit more docile, a bit more pliable. Pre-played, clearly. You got the gist of it, but not the details. I think when we were told that there was something being pumped into the you know, like the air conditioning of Rapture, Andrew was pumping it into Rapture. That did make me then believe that that was what was being co-opted by Atlas / Fontaine. But you know, I really, really enjoyed that, and I really am stumped as to what direction 2 will go in, considering where the game ended. Infinite, at the moment for me, again, just from my hazy recollection of E3 back in the day and seeing it, that is the one that I'm most looking forward to. You'll love 2. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Anyone? Yeah, I will try and play the game in a different way as well. Don't quote me on, you know, I'm not going to promise I will continue to play the game in a different way, but if I can, like if I can play the game more so with plasmids, then I will try and do so. Yeah. Andy, this was the best look you got at Atlas. Is this when we... Oh yeah, but like when I could tell that it wasn't the image in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, I agree with that. You could tell that he had, like, his face was different. Are we doing all BioShocks back to back? That is the plan. So next week, we'll be beginning BioShock 2. Again, I would be beginning it today, or no, today and tomorrow, but I am currently waiting for... currently waiting for the office to be done, and it is looking like it's going to be near enough done by the end of tomorrow. So I need to begin getting everything ready, and it's go time. It's finally happening. So tomorrow is the Nintendo Direct. Oh, cool. Are we expecting anything? Is there anything we're excited for? The gameplay in 2 is so fun. The thing is, back in the day, this would have been perfectly acceptable as his in-game model. They would not have been expected to make him a unique model for one far distance cutscene. I didn't know there was one either. Duskblood's Ocarina of Time remake? Is that happening? Is that like teased? What's happening here? Win, you've DM'd me on Discord. Let's have a look. Let me have a gander. Thought we'd enjoy this image comparison. Oh, that's cool. With how Atlas at the end as Fontaine looks like the cover of Atlas Shrugged. That's cute. That is cute. It's rumored. It's been rumored. Interesting. As someone who played through Ocarina of Time about a year ago for the first time, I'm down to see it get a remake or a remaster. I feel like it's a great introduction to the Zelda series. And again, now that I've got a son of my own, that's the sort of thing that I could imagine, you know, sitting him down with. Yeah, his first Zelda game. So yeah, hey, fingers crossed. What time is it? Like, roughly in comparison to my stream time. When does the Nintendo Direct start? Can we watch a trailer for 2? If spoiler chat can come together and reach a consensus on a non-spoilery trailer, then yeah. But if there isn't such a thing, then I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It's an hour after I would normally start. So, because I'm not here tomorrow, then perfect. Perfect. I'd skip, I'd leave it. All right. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. I can hear it's absolutely pissing it down outside, which is fun. Because I need to get out there and do some stuff. But yeah, guys, apologies that it is going to be a little bit of a weird week. Again, we're not here tomorrow. We will be back on Wednesday with Guild Wars 2, which I know many of you have wanted for a long time, and it is coming. It'll be back this Wednesday. There might be a stream on Thursday, but it's in the air at the minute because I've got a lot I need to do this week. So bear with me. No stream tomorrow, no, while I'm working on getting things ready for the new office. There's a lot of stuff I need to sort out, a lot of stuff. And I'm hoping that taking Tuesday and Thursday, coupled with the weekend, I should be okay. So keep your fingers crossed, because it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Yeah. Guild Wars 2 time. Yeah. Are there drops, apparently? Cool. 2 variety days a week. Gonna be rough. Gotten. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be okay. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Hiss. Thank you for being here. Safik, Wuku, Make Some Time, Astra, Sandwich, Gotten Again, Yoful, Asik, Bashiel, What Time Do You Call This, Ambrew, Rogue Fighter, Crit. When's the next stream? Wednesday! It's Wednesday! I said this. Crit. Ashrick, Gotten, Kale, Citizen, Number 7, There's a Nail, Make a Stay Bod, Brinslet, Judge. Wednesday? Get out of here. Sophie, Shade, NT, Johnny Weedy, Sand, Namaste, Geek, Kima, NT Matter. When is the next stream? Wednesday. Thank you, Leek. Appreciate that. Kevin, anyone and everyone, thank you for being here. I'll plug myself before I go. If you want to support me, come join the Patreon. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, thank you for watching. BioShock 2 this time next week. Guild Wars 2 Wednesday. Warframe Friday. Yeah. That's it. I love you all, and I will see you on Wednesday. Wish me luck. The office move begins now.